Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So, first and foremost, we are going back a few days, but we are going to be talking about this major innovation that is happening. This is updating and providing new XRP payment solutions for the XRP Ledger. And this is going to be at the XRP Ledger Developer Summit hosted by Ripple in Las Vegas. I think that this is going to be substantial. I've been watching a lot of things happening on the XRP Ledger because guess what? It is all really kind of powered by XRP at the end of the day. I know that you could utilize other digital assets on the XRP Ledger, but I think that for the most part, XRP is like the main one that you are transacting with almost all the time. And we do see down here, he didn't just build a pay with XRP integration. He added, pathfinding, pay with anything to deliver what the store owner wants to receive, refunds, and we'll show you how next up. And yeah, a lot of things have been happening through this summit, and I think that this is very exciting. I think that yesterday was the last and final day for this, and we've seen a lot of things actually happening from this summit. It's very exciting, and they have been building quite a bit, and I'm very excited for this. If you guys haven't utilized the XRP Ledger, I've been utilizing a lot of things within Zoom Wallet for the longest time around like NFTs and stuff like that. It is a dream. It really is a dream. And utilizing XRP, having those low, cost fees is very similar to like Hedera with HBAR. Very exciting. And we do see down here, like one of our main focuses on the summit will be CBDC issues. In particular, the finalists of the CBDC Innovate Challenge will be announced. XRP Ledger infrastructure will also be on the agenda with a discussion of blockchain interoperability and programmability, DeFi, and NFTs within the XRP Ledger ecosystem are other main topics, which, according to the official program of the event, will be viewed from every possible angle. So we are seeing a major push on CBDCs, on DeFi, and of course NFTs on the XRP Ledger, which I'm very excited to see. I think for the longest time, the main focus for Ripple and XRP has always been, cross-border payments, but it's so much bigger than that. Also, institutional investors, they have been betting on Solana, XRP, and ADA while shorting Bitcoin. And this is actually in par with what we recently just did, with the fund flows. XRP attracts funds for the third week straight. This is what it signals. XRP holds the record for 3 weeks now, despite record short investments. So we've been seeing a lot of XRP buying. Now, does this mean that XRP is set to, go parabolic or whatever? No. But I think that it solidifies where XRP is positioned as a legacy, blue chip stock essentially in this market. I've always said like XRP is extremely, it's tested, it's tried and true. We do see the constant inflow of funds into XRP and Cardano over the past 3 weeks makes these cryptocurrencies stand out. Yes, the volume of inflows is small, but against the background of massive continuing outflows from Bitcoin, even that is fortunate. If the inflows into these assets continue amid record low trading volumes for the past few years on the whole crypto market, 915 million, then one can imagine that these coins have a solid chance to make it during the next altcoin season or bull run. And to me, I think that, listen, it's clear that XRP will be around for the next bull run. I think that's kind of idiotic to even think that it won't. To me, when we really kind of look at most of these assets in the space, the ones with the true utility will shine the greatest going forward. Why? Because regulations are, coming. No matter how anyone wants to really kind of take it, guess what? Regulations are going to be ushered in. And we actually do see a few discussions around this. The IMF, crypto assets are no longer niche and regulators need to catch up. IMF, recent failures of crypto issuers, exchanges, and even hedge funds are major motivators behind a better crypto regulation. A lot of people think that this is a bad thing. I actually say that crypto regulation will usher us into the next parabolic bull run. Why? Because we are going to be seeing institutional FOMO like no one's ever seen before. Institutions have been, dabbling in crypto for a while, but I want to see billions on top of billions on top of billions, even into the trillions of dollars being pushed through this market. That is going to be the substantial change in not only inflows, but also how everyone is perceiving crypto. I also do think that regulations will open the doors for many major players to jump in and launch crypto-driven products and solutions, and I think it's going to get very exciting from there. Now, We do see a few things in a new report authored by IMF Capital Markets Director and Assistant. Officials noted that crypto assets have firmly shifted away from being niche products to ones used for speculative investments, hedges against weak currencies, and payment instruments. The authors added, that this, along with recent failures of crypto issuers, exchanges, and hedge funds, had added impetus to the push to regulate. And down here, the failures of crypto issuers, exchanges, etc. They really kind of just talk about like regulating these digital assets. And then down here, however, developing regulatory frameworks for crypto assets is an uphill battle, according to a few individuals highlighting the market's rapid evolution, the difficulty of monitoring, and absence of workable skills between regulators among the more serious obstacles, stating regulators are struggling to acquire the talent and learn the skills to keep pace given stretched resources and many other priorities. I also do think that this is something special when you look at like what the SEC is doing. Most of the individuals at the SEC don't even understand crypto at the end of the day, especially even like higher up positions as well. I think that there's a major educational flaw in crypto. A lot of people don't understand exactly what crypto is and what it is doing. And I think that that's where a lot of problems arise from like the regulatory standpoint too. And also, we do see down here, a global regulatory framework will bring order to the markets, help instill consumer confidence, lay out the limits of what is permissible, and also provide a safe space for useful innovation to continue. To me, there's a lot of issues that could arise with regulations. To me, I would say, listen, first off, crypto is far too large to get rid of. You need to regulate this market, and I do think that regulations are needed, but you could also overregulate. And not only can first off, you could overregulate and you could also kill innovation by overregulating. So having a proper regulatory framework ushered in would help fully usher in the new revolution behind these major markets, which will be crypto technology being at the heart and soul of many large markets like the financial market with cross-border payments, etc. But you could also see it being ushered into many other industries and sectors globally, which I think would be very interesting to see. But we do need a proper framework. We need something that is not going to stifle innovation and give a clear green light to crypto players and crypto projects itself. So that is what we have been watching for. But also, talking about a few things around regulations, we also did see this announcement. Digital assets belong in traditional banking, ex-US regulator says. I completely agree. We do see former top US banking regulator sees more room for digital currency projects in traditional banks. Regulators might view increased exposure to digital assets warily, said an executive with Chainbridge Partners, a regulatory advisory firm. The executive spoke at the Bank Policy Institute annual conference in New York on Tuesday. The federal government doesn't want basically unregulated third parties basically creating their own currency. We do see down here as well. Instead of experimenting with a central bank digital currency, regulators should allow banks to play more aggressively in the crypto market. If we're going to allow crypto at all, the banking industry is the right place to do it because it is regulated. I completely agree. And also, last but not least, we do see, I think this should be inside the banking industry more. He said because of the regulatory framework around banking, more so kind of centered on crypto being adopted into the banking sector. I think the coin argument is the most tricky and fraught with peril. If you're thinking about crypto, come to us first, and this is from U.S. regulators telling banks. I don't see a lot of running room for algorithmic players in the regulated space anytime soon, which I completely agree. But I think that a lot of these major projects, like even on-demand liquidity, for an example, could open the doors for many of these major banking clients. And talking about that, here you have the juiciness of the video. Crypto legal expert says XRP settlement between SEC and Ripple could be imminent. Now, listen. I'm going to be talking to you guys about a few things within this. Do I believe that the SEC lawsuit in regards to a settlement or a win? Because to me, I do believe that we should be going for the win. I don't care about a settlement itself. I do think that, we could be seeing a resolved case this month. Do I think that it has a high chance? Most likely not. We actually do see down here from Jeremy Hogan himself, the most likely settlement timeframe is from now until the end of November because the cards will be on the table. So when we look at a settlement, in the next couple months, we could be seeing a settlement. I also do think that this is why we are seeing a ton of inflows around XRP. Now, he also points to the argument that it would not be possible for Ripple executives to know XRP was a security back in 2012 if the SEC didn't know as well, or at least did not make it clear until launching its lawsuit in December of 2020. In the present day, Hogan says the SEC should give the crypto industry clarity by, firmly stating its stance on which of the top digital assets on the market count as securities. The SEC shouldn't be able to, down a list of the top 20 cryptocurrencies and tell us which are and aren't securities. Why not? Why does it choose ambiguity? Isn't it supposed to be protecting us from these projects that aren't following the law? And in a separate complaint against former Coinbase employee accused of insider trading, the SEC recently named 9 cryptocurrencies that it believes are securities. None of the digital assets named in the complaints are in the top 20 coins by market cap. And yeah, when we really kind of look at what's happening around crypto, there's a lot of issues. But I will say this logical time frame on a settlement is monumental. It's right around the time where I do believe that crypto will essentially be bottoming out, which is like the fall time frame. We could have already have seen our full-on bottom, just so you guys are clear. I actually think that a settlement could usher into a major XRP run. And we even do see over here from Jeremy Hogan, speaks on expectations regarding summary judgment briefings. Here's where he's talking about the briefings that are expected to be submitted on September 13th, which is right around the same time as the Ethereum merge, and also XLS 20 to go live. We do see expectations in the ongoing Ripple litigation are still in place as much anticipated start of the summary judgment briefings in September approaches. And we do see XRP-friendly attorney Jeremy Hogan is not left without expectations either, so he took to Twitter to highlight the key thing he hopes to see in the summary judgment briefings, the extent Ripple makes the comparison between XRP and Ethereum. One thing I'm interested to see in the summary judgment briefings is to what extent Ripple makes the comparison between Ethereum and also XRP. And I do think that this is what we have been watching for closely. I think that this is a big game changer. At the center of the Ripple lawsuit is a speech by former SEC official William Hinman in 2018 stating that Ethereum was not a security. That all comes down to the big play. I think that is going to be substantial. Observers believe that the lawsuit could all come down to the speech made by the former SEC official 4 years ago, and I do completely agree. And also, I think that the fair notice defense is going to be big too. But we do see, depending on the decisions that will be made and the motions that will be submitted, the remaining months of 2022 may be crucial in the dispute. Jeremy Hogan believes that the cards will be on the table in this period, and we could be seeing a nice settlement within the fall timeframe. I'm very excited. Let me know what you guys think about that, though. And last but not least, we do see one last major prediction, and this is from James K. Fallon. He's talking about a settlement to come next year as he expects the Judge Torres' decision on the expert motions and summary judgment might come on or before March 31st of 2023. Which either way, listen, I am totally fine. But if we are talking about, even this time frame here is perfect because that is also around the time frame where a lot of technical analysts believe that March could be huge for crypto, or at least around that time frame for crypto. And recently, we did see a major update as well from the Biden executive order on crypto. They were talking about a few things behind, digital assets itself. For example, on 3/9, the Biden admin announced an executive order to ensure responsible development of digital assets, a big moment. And they had 180 days to do so. We focused on 3 agencies plus areas to guide the government's thinking. You know what's funny about this? They don't even include the SEC. You know why? Because the SEC does not matter. That's why when we look at this settlement, I think that's great for XRP, and I do think that it's going to be bringing in a ton of FOMO, and I do think that the price will substantially increase, and it does open the door for XRP to be utilized globally as well. But these 3 could usher in regulatory frameworks around crypto way quicker than what the SEC could actually do. And this is the Treasury Department, Official of Science and Technology Policy, and the Commerce Department. OSTP plus mining was explained that while this uses a meaningful amount of energy, it also contributes in a big way to the shift to renewables in the U.S. Let's think on how crypto can be part of the solution rather than only focus on the problem. Treasury, overall, we've been pleased with how the department views the role digital assets can play in revolutionizing daily life for millions of Americans, which, again, they provide why, at the end of the day, crypto is going to be extremely huge. Efficiency plus inclusion plus access to high quality consumer services is something we should all support. We look forward to continuing to work closely with the Treasury on these issues moving forward. And of course, commerce, we focus on strengthening the U.S. competitiveness in the digital asset economy. We say this a lot, but crypto has handed the country a 100-year cheat code to maintain the global lead in financial technology. We can't waste it. I'm telling you. Listen, these three are going to be key and crucial to the adoption of crypto fully in the US. I also think that they're going to open the door. I think that they're going to, shove the SEC out of the way because they've been stifling innovation, and they are going to take advantage of this market. We encourage the department to take a deliberative approach to the process of potential crypto regulation, ensuring that any new regulations are tech neutral, puts the right sort of guardrails for consumers in place, and supports reasonable or responsible innovation. We don't know exactly where the Fed government will land on these issues, but I'm bullish that we have gotten to the point where the admin felt the need to start a big government-wide project like this to better understand how to at least live and at best turbocharge the ecosystem. And regulation is coming. We have been on the front lines trying to guide it in the most pro-crypto way possible. We wait for the administration to make its case. And I think that this is incredible to see. I think that this is going to be extremely bullish for crypto. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on for more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.